Welcome to Top Table Duels. Thank you so much for joining me today. This video is going to be a ranked best of 3 match. In the blue we have Young Thug 404 at 389, who is going to be playing a Subterror control deck. And down in the red we have skilledyami at 639, who's going to be playing a branded Bystial deck with some Tearlaments splashed into it. Before we go ahead and start this video, let me know in the comments below who you think is going to win this duel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so in main phase 1, Young Thug immediately lights off the Dimension Shifter before he even sees what his opponent is playing. I think that's a bit of a risky move. You kind of want your opponent to activate an effect before you do that, but, you know. skilledyami is going to normal summon the Eluber, activate the Eluber's effect, get himself the Branded Regained, activates Branded Regained, and then activates Branded Fusion. So he banishes out the Tragedy as well as the Fallen of the Albaz to get himself into a Lubellion. From here, Lubellion's effect can activate as well as Tragedies. So he's going to set up his Chain Link is Chain Link 1 Lubellion, which discarded the Sharon. Chain Link 2 is the Tragedy, and Chain Link 3 is the Branded Regained. So, like I always say, Branded Regained, best card in the game right now. Dimension Shifter, Konami, just get rid of it. Alright, so Fusion summons it into a Dragostapelia. Sets the Branded Beast and special summons. He said, "How did you fuse?" With Sharon and him. Okay. Young Thug, maybe just for the first time reading that. So Young Thug says, "I'm gonna go into battle phase." Here I would probably save. Oh man, that's a tough call. I'd probably save the Regained. Okay, he saves the Dragostapelia. Alright. So, he didn't really know what he was playing, though. Obviously, with game state knowledge, maybe the Regained's the best one. So, he's going to activate the Hidden City, and he's going to grab himself a Subterror Guru. So, the Subterror decks, I understand why he's playing cards like Evenly Matched in the main. Subterror cannot win going second playing with normal means. Even if you have Dimension Shifter, like it just can't win. It just can't gain enough momentum. So in Subterror control, it makes sense that you would main Evenly Matched. So he's going to use Hidden City to flip up the Guru, grab himself a probably the Fiendus. Dragostapelia though is going to say, nope, I'm going to negate that effect. So he sets the Call by the Grave, sets the there can only be one, and then passes turn. The good thing about this deck is that, I mean, yes, every now and then it has more than one dragon on the board, but not a lot, and it can play very easily around it. So he's going to normal summon the Eluber, which is a fairy, activate Eluber's effect, get himself Branded in High Spirits, and then activate the Branded in High Spirits. So Young Thug says the first part is a cost. He's asking, I'm guessing he's not really reading the card here. None of that is a cost. It's all effect. So he's going to say there can only be one, which is fine. There's no dragon on the field yet. skilledyami says, is there anything else? So he's going to send the Albion as well as the Saronir to get himself a Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Activate the Saronir. Saronir sends the Retribution, and then he's going to activate the Shrouded Dragon to send the Fusion, and then draw a card. So the Branded Retribution allows him to add back his Branded Fusion to hand. And now he's going to activate his Branded Fusion effect to get himself into Lubellion. Lubellion's effect, as well as Havness's effect. So that's an interesting play line. So he has to discard for cost, and then Call by the Grave is probably going to hit the Havness. I don't think I saw what he said. Yeah, so he's going to hit the Havness. He's going to return Fallen of Albaz as well as the Lubellion. Confusion summon one from your extra deck by shuffling them in. Okay. So, Young Thug is going to scoop that one up. Even after the evenly match, taking everything out, he realizes that he has met his match. All right, so let's go into game 2. So this time, Young Thug is going to go first. He's also playing the Red Eyes Fusion. So that's also another good card for this deck because it says that you cannot normal summon, but you can still set and then flip it face up. So he's going to activate Red Eyes Insight to get what he wants. So he's going to add a second Red Eyes Fusion. Then he's going to activate his Hidden City. Hidden City getting himself the Guru. It's most likely setting the Guru, activating it, flipping it up, getting himself a Fiendus. So he has a second negate online. And then he will activate the Fusion, getting himself most likely the Paladin. Or sorry, Dragoon. So he gets himself out his Dragoon, sets the Subterror Final Battle as well as there can only be one. So this way he can get two movements out of it. So he can set the Guru face down and then he can flip the Guru face up to get another search for another Fiendus for follow plays. So he's going to pass turn. He says, "Can I see Fiendus?" She has a win effect. Can only respond to the last thing in the chain here. And he draws into his Cosmic Cyclone. Goes in main phase 1. He's got to think about this play line here. It's a detailed play line. He's going to activate Bystial Rebellion, ditching it to go search for a card. Gets himself a Saronir. So at this point, to get rid of Dragoon, you really got to think about what you can have on the board here. Because you can Super Poly. So now that he gets a Dark online, he can turn his Super Poly online. So then he's going to chain the Super Poly, discarding the Merly. Gets rid of the Dragoon. Gets into a Dragostapelia. Adds the Branded Fusion. So now his opponent is kind of sitting in a bad spot. So he's going to go ahead and attack into the Guru. But Hidden City is going to screw that up. So once per turn, so the fifth one is once per turn when your opponent monster declares an attack, you can change one face down to this monster to face up, and then you can negate the attack. So Young Thug is saying in damage step here. So he's going to use the damage step effect instead to turn it to 3400 and then reset it. So now, yeah, I was going to say, so now he knows what that one is. He's going to use the Cosmic Cycle on the there can only be one. Yep. So he potentially could have negated that, but he said, I'm gonna let that go through. Now, he saved the negation for the Branded Fusion. Sets his Guru back down. skilledyami says, I gotta think real hard about this. He's gonna activate the Bystial Saronir, banishing out the Dragoon. And then he will tribute off his Saronir to get into his Lubellion. So now he can get his full Branded engine online. Oh, nope, just kidding. He's not going to set up the full Branded engine. He will set up the Beast. He'll banish out the Retribution to get himself the Fusion back to hand. The Fusion says you can only activate one Branded Fusion per turn. And Subterror Fiendus says you can negate the activation. So, that's a legal play. And then Young Thug is going to say, I can't play with that anymore, and scoops it up. So let me know what you guys think about that. It's a fairly quick duel on this one. If you like the content, please do like and subscribe. It goes a long way towards helping me out. And I appreciate everything you guys do, making this channel continue to grow. And as always, I will catch y'all next time.
Thank you for watching. Try some of these other great duels. If you like what you saw, give us a like and subscribe.